Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna give you my top 5 reasons why did I switch from Nikon DSLRs to Micro Four Thirds system. I wanted to keep this thing short, so initially I thought to give you only my top 3 reasons, but then I couldn't decide which would be the only 3. So I'll make it a little bit longer and give you my top 5 reasons. As I said, I've been a long time Nikon DSLR user. First the D50, then the D200, then the D300S. So I've been a crop sensor user all along. I never used a full-frame digital camera. And this is a topic for another video. Why didn't I use a full-frame digital camera? But let's leave this for another time. And without further ado, let's start with my top 5 reasons. And from least significant to the most significant. The number 5 would be price. And looking at another systems and trying cameras from different systems, I could not find such a good price-performance ratio in any other camera system. And indeed, you could buy a Micro Four Thirds body today for less than $500 or euro if you're in Europe. That would give you unbelievable features like this OMD EM10 Mark II. Jesus, it could be a little bit shorter. That costs currently €500 for the body only, and this thing has amazing features like 1/250th of a second sync speed, external flash sync speed, and this is not found on cameras that are twice as expensive. Touchpad autofocus, rather good viewfinder, good, very, very good value, basically, and not only Olympus, Panasonic, of course. So looking at the value, not only camera bodies but lenses as well, I found that these were a step ahead or offering a better price performance ratio. Number 4, and this might be a little bit controversial or shock some people, but number 4 reason to choose the Micro Four Thirds system was the sensor size. Yes, you heard me well, it's the sensor size. I found that the Micro Four Thirds sensor size is the ideal combination, the best of both worlds. So it is small enough to still give me enough depth of field when I need it, and yet large enough so with fast prime lenses, and in this system we're going to talk about this a bit later, you have plenty of very, very good fast prime lenses to give me still a nice bokeh or bokeh, whatever it is called, but a nice blurred background. So it's best of both worlds. It's very flexible. So sensor size was a consideration for me. Did I suffer a lot from, let's say, low light performance in my year of experience? No. Did I suffer from less dynamic range? No. Compared to my D300S, I think my Micro Four Thirds cameras are better actually. So I'm fine with what the sensor offers, and I still can perfectly well take landscapes in macro and portraits. So to me, it was like this. Other people think differently, but to me, the sensor size is very, very flexible. Number 3 is the size of the whole cameras. And again, look at this. This is my Olympus with the excellent 20mm 1.7 Panasonic lens attached to it. Look how tiny it is. Even in my rather small hands, it does look tiny. Now I could fit this in my jacket pocket and go out on the streets and start just shooting street photography, do whatever I want. I can even fit this maybe without the strap, I could fit it in a like a belt attached bag. So the size really was a consideration for me after all these years dragging D200 and D300, which are rather large. They're not huge cameras, but they're rather large and heavy cameras. And now I feel very happy just taking this very little guy and just going and just snapping pictures. So size was consideration for me. Number 2 reason was IBIS. And in my previous video I talked about IBIS and how important IBIS is for both videography and photography. And it really is. It really is. Once you start using a camera that has a good in-body image stabilization, you cannot live without it. The freedom to go and taking night shots without tripod, not to worry in low light, that I could take pictures of people down to like 1/10 of a second, and my success rate would be something like 60%. It's just amazing. It's something that I wasn't used to. And once I got used to it, I can't live without it. And in this respect, Micro Four Thirds cameras are more than a step ahead. Both Olympus, which pioneered this, and Panasonic are more than one step ahead than the rest. And there is a reason for that. A smaller sensor is physically easier to stabilize. And I think that with all the advances that in body image stabilization that other companies are making, Micro Four Thirds cameras will always be a touch ahead because of the smaller sensor, lower mass that's easier to shift around with not too much inertial forces. And then the number 1 reason why did I choose the Micro Four Thirds system, and to me it was the availability of bodies and lenses. And as you know, Micro Four Thirds system is not only a sensor size like APS-C, but it's a system, and a system that is shared between Olympus and Panasonic, which means that compared to any other camera manufacturer or camera system, here you have twice the choice, twice the amount of bodies, twice the amount of lenses. And you have some amazing lenses for very reasonable prices, and you could always choose. Let's say if you want a normal, a standard focus lens, you could choose either the beautiful Olympus 25mm 1.8, which is filming me right now, or you could choose the excellent Olympus 20mm 1.7, also an excellent lens. And we're talking fast prime lenses that sell way below €500 or for $500, $500. And same goes for portrait lenses. You have 45mm 1.8 from Olympus, and you have 42.5mm 1.7 from Panasonic. Both excellent, both really, really good portrait lenses for the system. Razor sharp. Again, under $500. The Olympus one is even less than $400. If you want to go top notch, of course, you have Leica Nocticron, you have the Pro series from Olympus. So you have a lot of lenses to choose. You have excellent lenses from Sigma. You have some very interesting lenses. I haven't tried them yet, but I hear very good things about lenses from Samyang. Manual focus lenses, especially the wide angle offerings, are very, very interesting. So we have over 60 or over 70 lenses or something like this to choose for the system. And in this respect, there is no other system like this. You could choose either Panasonic or Olympus. And this was the number 1 reason I chose the Micro Four Thirds system. But tell me what you think. Write below. If you like my videos, please subscribe. And yeah, looking forward to hearing from you.